right, welcome back to another episode of Chaos and Recovery. Today's guest, 16 years sober, got sober when he was 20 years old, somehow. Mike Fratus.
Hey.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, man. It's good to see you. I know for me, personally, we've seen each other on and off throughout the years. Either at meetings or I've came to one of your anniversaries. I know there was a stretch there where I would call you a lot more often in need of some support, and you're always there.
I try to be.
Yeah.
I try to do my best as much as I can.
Yeah.
You don't want to... There's boundaries you have to set up, obviously. There's things where you want to keep yourself safe. What you're doing. You just try to give the best advice as you possibly can and make sure you don't put yourself in harm's way, but also somebody else in harm's way, too. So you try to be as a support the best way you can be. And
yeah.
For you, I always was, I was always blunt to you because of our relationship prior to us getting clean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We knew each other from when we were kids, so I could talk to you in a real type of way.
Sure.
And it would resonate for you. So it was a little different for us than some of the other people that I may have, helped or been sponsoring or whatever. Because what happens for me personally is I get emotionally invested in people.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And I want them to do good, and I want them to be well and get this thing,
Yeah.
because, we come into this thing and somebody told me that, hey, you never have to get high again, and that was cool for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, wow, that's cool, right? What do you mean? But you never have to use again. And I just never thought of that before. And somebody kept it kind of real with me. So I'm like, that's kind of how I want to play it. But I also, when it comes to people who I'm close with, I get a little more invested in it, and sometimes it takes me into a place I don't want to be.
Yeah.
And I have to recognize that. But for you, it was never like that. It was always where we, picked up where we left off. We always
Sure.
laughed and joked, and
Yeah.
I always wished you the best.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that you bring yourself kind of full circle now, and you're doing your thing, and you're staying clean, you're staying sober, and you're working it.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
Yeah, for sure, man.
And you're doing stuff like this, which is wild to me.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know any of this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I went to, I had drug court this morning, and I've been in drug court for fucking 2 years now. I've had two relapses in the process. I had one where I had 9 months last year, and then I had like a month or two, and then I used in New Year's Eve was the day after New Year's was my last use.
Okay.
But I used like maybe 4 or 5 days before that.
Okay.
In a row.
Yeah.
And
So what do you got, like January 2nd? Is the clean date?
January 3rd.
Oh, sweet. Mine's the 6th.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's right.
And you remember Brian?
Celebration.
You guys remember Brian Tyrell?
Yeah.
Yo, I shouldn't be throwing out last names like that, but fuck, hey, whatever.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm sorry. He's got the same clean date.
Oh, no way.
He's out in Texas now, though. He's killing it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
doing
that's
so
awesome.
good.
Yeah.
He's doing really good. He's got 10 years.
Yep.
Like, it's crazy. But yeah, that's funny. So January 3rd. So go on.
Yeah. And so I went in there, and, so the judge has seen me for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And I go in there today, and she's like, so, Steven, I saw a couple episodes of your podcast. So my probation officer told the judge about it and like all the other affiliates and stuff.
Yeah.
And so they checked out the couple episodes, and she was like, I'm really proud of you doing,
That's cool.
trying to help the next person or whatever, the process is there with getting this started. And to be honest, that's how I wanted to get it started. One, it keeps me closer to recovery, talking to people. It's like a meeting right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if anybody can get a little closer to recovery from listening to a second of this,
Right.
I mean, that makes it all worth it.
That's it. One person is great. You know what I'm saying? And if it continues, it continues. It grows,
Right.
it grows. It's a cool thing,
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You're right. It's like this. It's almost like a meeting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And somebody's going to hear this and hear something that resonates with them and say, "Oh shit, I never thought of it like that." And that could be that person's light bulb.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
sure.
saying? And that aha moment, I like to call it, is key.
Yeah.
I remember when you started talking about the court and the judge. Last time I went to court, so I got out of rehab. I think my insurance, by the way, insurance dictating somebody's rehab or recovery is asinine. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother issue. Okay, I'm just going to throw that out there. But anyways, insurance dictated that I got out. I did 10 days, right, at the old, it's Zinnia now. It was Phoenix House back then, right? Yeah. And I had a court date like the next day for something I don't even remember. I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you, right? Something I got in trouble for, went and did, you know, a weekend warrior stay over at the ACI and then got thrown to the streets, you know?
Sure.
And I said to the judge, I go, Judge, I turned over a new leaf. Right? This is what I said to mid-court, right? She goes,
what were you, a couple months sober after this?
No, I was like 2 weeks.
Oh.
Right?
Solid.
I got this. So I go, hey, Judge, I turned over a new leaf. I swear you'll never see me again. She was, how many times I hear that, Mr. Fratus? I said, but I mean it.
Yeah, right.
She goes, that's fine. Fines in court cost. See ya. Right? Like, all right. But I never went back. I never had to go back in front of her. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, I thought I knew it all in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never coming back here like that. But you know,
probably meant it though, too.
I did. I was a 20-year-old kid. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So what really stuck with me was and I know sometimes this might offend some people, and it's not a shot at anybody because anybody's process is anybody's process. Whenever you get this recovery thing, I hope you get it at any point, and whenever age you are, you get it, great, you know. But I was in that rehab, and there were guys coming in, and they were like 45, 50 years old, coming in for like the 7th, 8th, 9th time, trying to put their life back together at 45, 50. I didn't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
You know, that's what really kept me clean.
Yeah.
I did not want to be that guy. I want to be at 50 and be like, I'm thinking about retirement. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to be 50 and trying to build my life back up of where I'm going to live and what I'm going to do for work and like shit like that. And I'm like, I saw these guys and I you know, I prayed for them. I did. I really did. I talked to my higher power for them and was like, I hope they get it. You know, because there was one was a firefighter, another one was a cop, they had like real deal jobs.
Sure.
But they couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
And one of them was like his 5th time, another one was like his 9th time. And I talked to these cats and I'm like, what doesn't work for you?
Right.
And the whole common trend was nobody had a program.
Yeah.
Nobody had any type of recovery.
Sure.
You know, and nobody went and did their meetings, or they did them for a little while and then they stopped. You know what I'm saying? And
fucking spin dry, the rehab.
It really is. And Big Joe.
Yeah.
And Barefoot Frank.
Yep.
For anybody who knows them guys from the meetings, they came in and did a commitment, and I swear I thought Joe had my file.
Yeah.
Because it was like identical stories.
That's how I met Joe.
Yeah.
He came into Zinnia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
And I love that, the sense of giving back. Sure. Right? Because you know where you are and you know where you come from and you give back.
Yeah.
And these guys, they're like, I'm at a Friday night meeting down in St. Rita's in Warwick. I'm like, I live in Warwick. Like, that's where I'm going to probably, well, I wasn't going home. I was going home to Cranston. I was living in Cranston with my buddy. Yeah. And
off Narragansett?
No, the one off of the one in the ass end of Silver Lake. Remember on Laurel Hill Avenue?
Yeah.
So, they were like, just show up to a meeting.
Yeah.
We're here, you know? And I got out and I went to a meeting.
Yeah.
I didn't have nothing else to do. Like, what was I doing? I went to a meeting. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have school. I didn't have nothing. So I went to a meeting that Friday night, and you know, my first meeting was in the lake. Remember Recovery in the Lake?
Yeah.
It probably still meets right on Plainfield Street in the Hoffa Projects. That was my first meeting.
Yeah.
You want to talk about being exposed.
Yeah.
I got there were some rugged stories out there, and it was cool for me. I really got a dose of like, holy shit, this thing could get real worse.
Yep.
You know? And then I went to the Friday night meeting, and the funny thing is the first person I saw was my boy Dennis, who I was cellmates with for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days when I went into intake. And the first thing he says, I beat you in cards. You owe me cookies. It was just cool to just see. And he had been clean for 18 months at that point.
Yeah.
And I had just I had just figured it out, or trying to figure it out. And, I've never had a legal drink.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, we would party as kids and shit.
Wow.
Like, I never had a legal drink.
Sure.
Wild.
And it's crazy to say that because I had a whole plan for my 21st birthday. I think we all do, right?
Yeah.
And I was petrified.
Yeah.
I mean, I was afraid.
Yeah.
I was
Afraid of what?
my 21st birthday.
Oh, yeah.
I was it was right around 6 months,
Sure.
almost 7 months sober, 7 months clean. And
Did you have a sponsor at this point?
I had a sponsor at that point. I did 180 straight meetings.
Yeah.
I did the 90 and 90. Listen, I didn't have anything else to do, right? I always preach, right? If you can go to a meeting and if life doesn't take over for you, go to a meeting.
Yeah.
But the fact is that some people replace the drugs with the meetings. And I never wanted to do that. I always wanted to have balance with my life. So I had the time. I wasn't working. I didn't go back to college at that time.
Yeah.
And so I did 90 and 90 twice. True addict.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Go
I did
balls to
90
the
and
wall.
90 twice. They said get a home group, I got 2. They said get a sponsor, I got 2.
Yeah.
I just tried to dig in as much as I could, and by 6 months clean, I had a good foundation built. I was working again, and I wasn't. I think at that time I was going to 3-4 meetings a week, and I was still petrified on my 21st birthday.
Sure.
And the coolest thing ever was my boy Chris, who I lived with on Laurel Hill Avenue. I was just with him today in a golf tournament, and I lived with him, and he knew. And he set up this whole thing. My parents were in on it. Everybody was in on it. I had no idea. And he threw me this big surprise birthday party at the Legion Bowl.
Oh,
Yep.
He rented out the whole spot and threw me a party. No alcohol anywhere, no nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Just some friends, people from college, like that stuff. My parents, even my grandparents came.
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
awesome.
And it warmed my heart for the first time. Like you know how we experience feelings again for the first time when we get clean, and it's like, holy shit, like all this stuff comes. And it warmed my heart, man.
Yeah.
Like that's just so cool.
Yeah. To have that experience early on in recovery, somebody acknowledging that, hey, we need to celebrate him, but also celebrate him in a healthy way.
Yeah.
And then to see everybody else come along and join in on that must have felt amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And not only that, dude ain't in recovery,
Yeah. Right.
but gets it. Like he's one of those guys that gets it.
yeah.
As soon as I told him I needed help, he called his father over who had been in and out of the program. We figured out where I was going to go for rehab and called my parents, and
Yeah.
I went, and he seen me at my worst because I was living with him. I think I must have been 3 months, 4 months back on rent.
Sure.
I think I owed him like $2,000.
Yeah.
I was robbing his change
Yeah.
from his jaws. Jesus. I was wanting to cut his pipes open because I dropped an oxy down the drain.
Yeah. Yep.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
You know the feeling. You're like, you drop your only pill for the morning and it's down the drain. I'm like, where's the wrench?
Yeah.
And it's shitty. And he come home one night, and I think we had the perfect shot that you could put the 6 bottles in and you could hit the shots. You hit the little lever and it poured a perfect shot for you.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know.
So we had those filled all the time with but stupid shit. We were cheap in college. It was like
Whatever you
Burnett's
could,
and
yeah.
shit, right? Just disgusting flavored shit, right? Right? And all I had was Dr. Pepper to chase it with and blueberry Burnett's.
Oh, yeah.
And I was stressed.
Yep.
And I'm just sitting there, shot, sipping the chaser. Shot, sipping this. He comes in, my hands against the wall. You all right? Nah. He goes upstairs, takes a shower. About a half hour later, I went from the counter to the floor. I'm sitting on the floor. I'm still hitting the shots. He comes, joins me. We start talking, and we kind of hashed out what was going on, and what it was that I needed to do.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I needed to do at that point. It just wasn't working.
At that point, what did you think you had to do? Like, you felt the pain, you felt the fucking stress of, like, what you not taking care of life. Like, what did you think you need to... Was it you needed to get away from the drinks and the alcohol and the drugs, or you need to figure out life? You need to be a man or something.
I don't even know if it was figure out life. I didn't want to use anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it was... I just didn't want to be sick.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't even fun anymore.
Yeah.
I wasn't even getting high. It was just to get right.
Right.
And I think we all can relate to that. At some point, you get to a point where it was like... I was praying to a God that I don't even know if I believed in anymore to just not wake me up in the morning.
Yeah.
6 feet under looked like an upgrade.
Yeah.
So I just didn't know what to... I just knew it wasn't working.
Yeah.
Right? And I realized when it wasn't working was New Year's Eve that year. So it was New Year's Eve, 08 going into 09.
Okay.
And I'm at this party off of Greenville Avenue up in Johnston. Back neighborhood somewhere, ritzy ditzy house. My aunt actually lived right down the street from the house years later, right? And every time I used to go to her house, I used to think about it, right? It would remind me of like some of my last days using. And I went to this party. All the sorority was there because I ran the radio station in college. We were all over there, right? Just doing crazy shit. And I remember going down these stairs into this musty basement, and I can still smell it, now. I know what it smells like.
Yeah.
And they had brand new stairs. They were all brand new. There was a brand new, you could tell it was brand new wood. And I get to the bottom of the stairs, and I look out at this crowd of people, and there's like 150, 200 people at this party, right? And I never felt more alone in my entire life.
Yeah.
And I knew then this wasn't working anymore.
Sure.
It wasn't working anymore. And it took me another 4 or 5 days to get to the rehab.
Yeah.
Because I went in at midnight on the 5th into the 6th of January. And, I had every intention of leaving the rehab and was going to drink.
Sure.
Excuse me. I didn't have a drinking problem.
Yeah.
According to me.
Of course.
I had a drug problem.
Yeah.
And the counselor brought me in. She's now passed away, but she brought me in, and we opened up the file, and we're talking.
Who was it at that point?
Oh, jeez.
At Phoenix House?
Yeah.
Was it a brunette, the older one?
Yeah. What was it? Is it Tina? Was it Tina? I forget who,
Yeah, okay.
but I know she had passed away because I heard later that she had, a couple of years later that she had. But she opened up the file, and we're talking, and I had every intention of going out and drinking. And she's like, you've been arrested 3 times. You have 2 DUIs. You crashed your car and broke all of your left leg. Right? Do you really don't think you have a drinking problem?
Yeah.
And it clicked. It was like one of those, again, those aha moments of like, oh, maybe I do.
Yeah.
And I left there and I was like, all right, I can't drink. I guess I'm one of those guys.
Sure.
And it's been difficult over time because, there's been times in my 20s, you want to go out and you can't be around certain things or even certain people.
Yeah.
We got friends. There's certain people get to a point when they get drunk, I can't be around them.
Yep.
And it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. The high school years, we, as far as drugs and alcohol went, we started hard very quick.
Yeah, it was rougher than I think people expect.
Yeah.
For
For sure. We were doing things we had no
Rhode
business
Island.
doing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
we were
We were
doing.
smoking woo bangers after
At
fucking
14.
graduation.
Yeah.
Like
it was nuts.
that was our fun thing to do.
Yeah. And I look at the kids, so I still coach. I coach in the city. I coach the high school baseball.
Yeah.
And I look at these kids and I'm like, they're nothing like we were.
Right.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Right? Because, we were doing things at 14, 15 years old that grown-ups aren't doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We were getting into things. And I used to take pride in it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I was like the guinea pig
really
for our
wild.
group.
Yeah.
I experience a lot of the same because I'm very heavy in the dance community, and a lot of these people who seem or feel like my friends my age, and I'm so much older than them, and to have the perspective of how good they are.
Yeah.
And like, I'm honest with them, and I'll share stuff with them, and they're like, "What?" I mean, we're talking like 22 to 28-year-olds that are just like never even experienced half of that kind of stuff, and it's like, wow, where is that divide? Like, why were we into such shit?
We were habitual line crossers, I call it.
Yeah.
Right? I'd smoke the weed, but I wouldn't do mushrooms. Then I'd take the mushrooms, but I wouldn't do acid. Then we tried the acid, and then I won't do cocaine. Then I'll do cocaine, but I won't smoke it. I'll smoke it, and it's like that was always the thing. And it was like, we would try things and then report back to our people on like it was cool to do or not.
Yeah, I think we were all just pushing each other to go further.
Of course.
Like, so much. Like, our egos just told us, like, if we find the next fucking high, our friends are going to like us even more.
Yeah.
And, like, if they're already doing it, why aren't I involved?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, how come I didn't get high?
What the fuck?
Where's my shit?
Where's my crack? Like,
Right? Seriously.
And it was fucking
And
that. It was that escalated.
It was like that.
Yeah.
It was. And we had a whole group of people that did it with us. Like, see, I fit in with a lot of groups, a lot of different groups, right? I was like a chameleon. I could fit in. And I always did. And I got high with everybody. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Right? But then, you get to a point where then you're getting high by yourself, and you're isolating, and then you get, you're going nuts in your mental health and this and that. But yeah, there was always, I remember, when the Liquid G came.
Oh, yeah.
That was wild. I remember when
What
the
is
acid
that?
tablet, Liquid G, it's like GHB. So
I'm a little less experienced
How do I
than you
explain
guys.
it?
It's like a sex drug almost.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a ecstasy slash
euphoric type.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's like you take a capful from a Poland Spring bottle.
Yeah.
And it's like having 15 beers.
Yeah.
It knocks you on your fucking ass.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Yo, but it's wild.
Yeah.
Right? But psychotic shit, like you think about it now, like I think this is crazy. Like we carried cocaine on us in case we slipped into a G-hole.
Yeah.
So our heart rate would slow down to nothing.
Yeah.
And you'd have to throw cocaine in your friend's face to try and speed their heart rate up. Like that's crazy.
That's crazy.
At 15, 16 years old.
Sure.
Sneaking into clubs.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Shit. I mean, anybody who had a backyard who let us drink, we drinking. We'd always go to we'd go to Damien's and sit and chill.
Oh, yeah. Massive parties.
But I was always the one
in
who
the
was
woods, bring a keg down
Remember
to the
Porterfield?
woods.
Porterfield, we used to go to Porterfield and party in the woods. We caught
Can't
the
do
whole
that
woods
shit
on
anymore
fire.
too. That's why the kids are.
Yeah, you can't do that no more.
you can't do. Yeah.
But see, the thing is that I was always a little old. Like we're the same age, right? But that group was a year younger than us, so I was always the driver.
Yeah,
but I always wanted to get fucked up, so I always went behind the wheel. And put everybody else in danger, including myself.
Yep.
And then I was arrogant to boot. So if something went wrong, I wouldn't hesitate to throw you out the car.
Yeah.
I think I did that. Oh shit! What was her name? We were driving home. We were taking your friend Ashley home. Up on Diamond Hill.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And Justine was in the car.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm yelling, don't let her throw up. Because it was my dad's car.
Oh, yeah.
Don't throw up. If she's got to throw up, just tell me, I'll pull over. And what does she do? She fucking throws up. I threw her out on the middle of Diamond Hill Road.
Yeah.
No fucks given.
Sounds about right.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
No fucks given.
Yeah.
And it's like just wild shit that we would get into and do and just, yeah.
Yeah. I loved how you talked about the aha moments because, like, I've been trying to get sober. I mean, I went to my first AA meeting when I was 19, 20 years old. Yeah. Never really gave it a good shot until maybe like 7, 8 years ago. I kind of wanted to do it. Then a little more I wanted to do it. But I never got the aha moments until I really took recovery seriously. And then once you get one aha moment, they fucking flood in because you're ready for them.
Or you can hear them.
Or you can see or you can hear them. You can understand what's going on. Yeah.
Those are the things that people look for, that those tangible evidence things, right? Because, right, you're doing step work and you get to 2 and you have to understand what a higher power is, right? And everybody gets hung up on that, right? Everybody does.
Sure.
I don't care who you are. Right? Everybody gets hung up on that because of the word God.
Yeah.
Right? And I explain it to my clients and in my real life is it can be anything you want it to be.
Right.
It doesn't have to be God. I don't care what it is, right? As long as it's bigger than you.
Right.
It's just going to be greater than you because you ain't the answer.
Yeah.
Right? I ain't the answer.
Yeah.
Some people use the group. Some people use the group conscious. Some people use coins, chips, whatever you want to do.
Right.
I don't care. Right? Find something. Find something to... It's not so much... People say, oh, well, how do I give my life over to the group? That's not... It's not what it is. Right? It's hope and faith.
Yeah.
Right? It's hope that you will get better. Yeah. It's faith that you know you will.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not only it's faith in yourself, but it's faith in something else, the program.
Right.
Right? And I'm a tangible evidence guy and you know, I grew up Catholic. I grew up on God. I can tell you Bible verses. I can tell you everything you want to know if you want to have a Christianity talk.
Sure.
For sure. Right? In a Catholic, Bible talk, I'll tell you everything, right? I didn't know if I believed in that God anymore.
Right.
I don't know. I didn't know when I came in because I kept praying for him to kill me and I was still here.
Yeah.
And I did research. I researched different religions, right? Again, I needed that evidence. I needed something to grab onto. And it wasn't until I understood the process that I didn't need anything to grab onto. I just had to have an understanding about me and what it was going to be for me.
Right.
And, I researched the Torah and the Jewish religion. I researched Hinduism, Buddhism, Eightfold Paths, everything. You want to talk about all that shit, I'm good, right? And I jive with all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of commonalities into all of them.
Sure.
Of course.
A ton of them,
Yep.
right? But the commonality was faith and hope.
Right.
That's really what it was. Nobody knows if there's anything out there,
Yeah.
but they have faith. They have hope, right? And in turn, that faith and hope gives them hope to be a better person inside,
Yeah.
right? Having that belief and having that faith and hope gives them faith and hope in themselves, right? So I develop my higher power as like the universe.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right, and energies, and everybody has those energies. Everybody, I pull from you, you pull from me. It's a give and take relationship, and I chalk it up to the universe.
Yeah.
And if it comes back, it comes back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I started to develop that stuff, and I try to teach that to people of like, it doesn't have to be. It's just what you want to be. And when you get that aha moment that we were talking about, you're able to slow your mind down enough to actually hear what's going on in the universe.
Yeah.
Right before, when we
Get
were
out of
using
your
or
own
even
way.
not even using, your mind's going a million miles an hour. You're not calm enough
Yeah.
to listen to the universe telling you what it needs you to do.
Sure.
And that's why you say when you get that first aha moment, right, it feels so cool, that euphoric feeling.
Yeah.
You want more of it, one, because it's like a high.
Yeah.
Right? But now your mind is slow enough to recognize these signs
Yeah.
that your higher power is giving you to be a better human,
Right.
to do the next right thing,
Yeah.
right? All those cliches you hear in the meetings,
Right.
to do the next right thing, to understand the process, to trust the process, to,
Yeah.
one day at a time.
The corniest quotes are the truest.
They
Talk
are.
about an aha moment. I remember that moment where I was like, oh, fuck. Live, laugh, love. Like,
Yeah.
it is fucking real.
It
I can
is.
stop being a condescending bitch about
Yeah.
it now. It's
Yeah.
like, that's the truest shit.
Like one day at a time. Like,
Yeah.
what do you it's true. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening tomorrow. I don't
And
know
it keeps
what's
it
happening.
simple, too.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
it
Keep it
keeps
simple, stupid.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it simple, stupid.
And like I could have, I went to rehab so many fucking times that when somebody suggested, "I'll go to this rehab," you got to get back to a rehab. I was like, I can fucking teach the thing. And granted, I probably could teach the thing, but I didn't understand it. I could tell you word by word what they would tell me, but I didn't. I wasn't ready to understand what they were the information they were trying to give me.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't ready for all that.
Yeah.
I was there for a spin drive for the most part, and then when I got out, I knew I was going to try and save face for the family and get money back, and then I'd slowly slip away again.
Well, you always took your will back. That was your biggest problem.
Absolutely.
Your biggest problem was without getting into other shit.
Sure.
One of your biggest problems was you took your will back, where you said you would say, "I know what I got to do." Right. Instead of really listening, you would say, "I know what I got to do."
Yep.
The other thing would be, which happens to us sometimes of all, it's women.
Yeah.
Get us in a shit of trouble.
Sure.
But for you, one of your, or at least my opinion.
Yeah.
I can't say, I don't know if it is.
Yeah, my ego is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. I thought I knew it all already.
And that almost took, and that almost took me out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because we can get in relapse mode without even relapsing.
Absolutely, 100%.
And that almost took my ego, and me thinking I know everything almost took me out there again.
Yeah.
And that sucks. Speaking of, higher power, I don't know if Brian's listening or somebody just knocked on his ear to tell him, but he was just FaceTiming me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. That's crazy. So I hope he's listening.
Yeah.
You should have picked up.
I should have. I really should have. But yeah, that's the thing. We take our will back, and that's the biggest thing that I hear, right? Is people. So I was that nosy addict. Oh, you relapsed? What happened? What did you do? Why'd that happen?
Yeah.
Right? And people would say, "Oh, you're being I'm not being nosy. I'm asking because I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there, right? I don't want to be there, right?" Somebody said to me one time, everybody always, "Oh, you got to get back to the basics," right? If you don't forget about the basics, you never have to get back to them.
Sure.
And that was something that sat with me for a while. And like I would ask you, like, what happened?
Yeah.
And I ask other people that I know what happened, and not to say, I told you so.
Yeah.
Because, excuse me, that's not in my nature. I'm not like that. It was for me to do my research.
Yeah.
Of, okay, that took such and such out, or that took you out. Like, I'm not going to do that, and that's what I would try to do.
Yeah.
And it's hard. This thing is not easy.
Yeah.
There's percentages out there of less than 1% get it at the first time, less than 3% stay clean forever. Like, there's these percentages, and I always looked at it as it'd be pretty cool to be part of those percentages.
Yeah.
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 And then I hope and wish for everybody who needs it gets it.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What are you learning right now, currently in your life?
I'm learning about me and how I'm learning on how to be a good partner to a woman.
Sure.
To a good woman.
Yeah. Do you think you're a good partner?
I hope so.
That wasn't the question.
Hope and
Yes,
faith.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I try my best. Okay. Do I fall short? Always.
Yeah.
I fall short on a regular basis.
As we all do.
But
That's humility.
I am working on things that I should have been working on that I let fall back into my life. A lot of my character defects.
Yeah.
Right? So, I like to lie. It's what we do.
Yeah.
And I would lie about the dumbest shit that I didn't have to lie about.
Sure.
Yeah.
I
all the
always
time.
said that about him. I'm like, why? He'll tell me he had fucking waffles when he had pancakes. Like, why does it fucking matter that he had waffles instead of pancakes?
Don't matter. And she knows. So she yells, don't fucking lie.
Yeah.
And I try to talk my way out of it like she don't know. Like, you got caught, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm trying to work on things like that. I'm trying to work on my temper.
Yeah.
I'm not an angry person, but like, I don't want to say well, yeah, I can say temper.
Passionate.
It's I can be loud.
Yeah.
As you can see right here. I can be
Same.
loud.
Got
and
that.
I'll say something very loud and it comes off aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I need to do better at that.
It's hard to cater those things to a partner because it's immediate, like, what do you mean? That's the way I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's really hard to, like, humble yourself and be like, okay. It's like such a personal... It feels like a personal attack when
does,
it's not. It's
and it's
perspective
not.
from someone you love. Like, hey, I would love to be spoken to in this way.
And she says it to me all the time. When nobody's attacking you. You don't have to go into defense mode.
Right.
And I'm slowly getting there.
Yeah.
I wish I could get there faster,
Oh,
believe me.
me
And I'm
too.
in counseling. I talked to my counselor about it, right? But the change is, you asked, what do you know?
Yeah.
The change is that I actually want to do that for her, where I didn't want to do it for anybody else.
Yeah.
The love is different. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like I've never loved anybody the way I love her. It's different, and it was different from the rip.
Yeah.
And we met on a universal cosmic fucking. Our first sit down was for work, but we met on the day of the eclipse 2 years ago.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Right? And or a year and a half ago, right? And it's just we were supposed to meet. Both our lives were in a weird turmoil, and we met, and just this love blossomed. And I've never been with somebody that I want to work to be better for.
It's a
Okay.
beautiful thing.
And yeah, I fall short. I can't sit here and tell you I'm perfect at it.
That's so
Yeah.
human, though. That's the beautiful thing, to have someone to put that mirror to your face and to, have the ambition to do that for her. What an exciting journey. And I think that's why I ask, what are you learning now? Because you did find your recovery at such a young age. And I'm sure you've been through such a journey with that, right? But then it's like, it opens up, I'm sure it's healing, right? It's self-awareness and growth in any facet. So it's like, to spend such a long time like working on those things about you, how interesting is it to think about like, where are you at now, in that growth, because of course I'm sure you always have something to learn about your recovery and through all these years. And it's a never ending progress, but
It is.
it opens up the world to like start seeing those things and start,
Well, I think
once you're awake,
Yeah.
there's always, oh my God, that was kind of cringy. I said that once you're woke, no, but once something clicks, and things keep clicking, that is the energy.
You're on the right track.
fucking roll.
It's what the program calls an awakening of the spirit.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
Because
like, how can I be better now?
Yeah.
And it's continuous evolution of your personal growth.
Because Joe says it
Pretty
all the time.
beautiful.
Joe says it the best, to me, in my opinion, is you come into this program broken, right? Physically, mentally, spiritually, down and out, right? When you're using, the first thing to go is your spirituality. The second thing to go is your mental state. And the last thing to go is your physical state. You start to get losing weight.
Yeah.
You're not showering, whatever you might be doing, right? And when you come into recovery, it works the opposite. Right? You get a month clean, 2 months clean.
Yeah.
You get a little food in your belly, pink in your cheeks, right? Your physical state starts to come back a little bit. Then 6 months clean, your mental state starts to come back a little bit, right? You start making good decisions or understanding what good decisions are.
Yeah.
And then the last thing to come back is your spirituality. And when you get that awakening of the spirit, you're able to recognize that, how can because I used to say it all the time, how can I be a better Mike than I was yesterday? Right? But I had to start living that again, because I wasn't doing that on all facets of my life.
Sure.
Right? And I needed it to be worked on more at home than anything.
Yeah.
And I am grateful that I have a partner that can call me out on that shit. Right?
Yeah.
I have a partner that will call me out on that shit and then work with me to get better.
Yeah.
Right? She ain't leaving. Right? We're so used to people running out of our lives.
Sure. Absolutely.
And that's, things that happened in my first marriage and different relationships. I'm always used to somebody just leaving.
Yeah.
And was it me? Sometimes it was. Was it that? I don't know, right? And I wonder why this always happens. And it's because of some of the behaviors that I have to look inward on, that I have to do. And I needed to do better.
Yeah.
And I still do.
Yeah, there's something to be said about the skillfulness of having balance in your life. It's like once we get sober, or even long-term sobriety, I mean, another addiction that can creep in is your business or your work state is going so good that you're on this high of like so much validation and money's coming in and like people looking to you for advice at work and stuff, and you're so focused like barrel centered around your progress at work, that your home life can crumble or your friendship life can crumble. And to have that balance in every area of your life, it's such a, I don't want to say struggle, but like it can be that struggle without constant attention to it.
Yeah.
You know,
And if you add drugs and alcohol to that,
yeah,
they all go on the
fuck
wayside.
it.
You know what I'm
No
saying?
balance.
Forget it. There's no balance. And my thing is I still struggle with, I need people to like me.
sure.
I don't know why. I don't know what I need validation for. I don't know. My life's, listen, I got luxury problems at
Yep.
this point in my life.
Right.
My problems are luxury problems.
yeah.
And I need these people to like me, or I can't say no to helping someone, or I can't say, like, and I have to develop these boundaries. And I'm like, developing these boundaries, I got 16 years clean.
I don't want them.
Like, how do I, like,
I don't want the boundaries.
No, but like that, or how do I, one, do it? Two, how did I let it get to that point?
Yeah.
Is the real question.
Yeah.
Right? How did I allow myself to be, I don't know, a yes man?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
How did I allow myself to do things out of my character just to be validated or liked?
Sure.
Right? And those are the things that now, in my recovery now, are what I need to work on.
Yeah.
When I first came in, it was just the drugs and alcohol.
Sure.
Right? But I'm a big believer in that. Listen, putting the drugs and alcohol down was the easy part.
Right.
It's fixing this
Sure.
in between the ears, which is the hard part,
Right.
you know? And
That's where the long-term sobriety
and
comes
that's the thing. And you do some of these things over time. And I did the step work and I changed the stuff and the character defects were like this and that. And, you know, I got complacent and allowed them to come back. Right? I didn't get high. I didn't go out and drink, right? I didn't relapse, but like that's a relapse to me, right? My mental relapse. Like I mentally relapsed.
Yep.
In my opinion, because I allowed my mental character defects to creep back into my life and to not only be there, but wreak some havoc.
Yeah, sure.
You know, cause some issues.
Yeah. How soon do you understand these things creeping in, or does it get to that point sometimes where it becomes destructive and you don't even see it?
Sometimes I see it.
Yeah.
And I didn't give a fuck,
Okay. Yeah.
which again is taking my will back.
Avoidance,
Right.
or
It was just
didn't give a fuck?
I just didn't care.
Okay.
And then others I needed to be pointed out to.
Yeah, sure.
And I needed that slap in the face from someone.
Yeah.
You know, and again, you know, my partner and I are on a level where we communicate to a point where we can tell each other these things, you know, and it's a beautiful feeling to know that like again, you know, I'm a work in progress.
Sure.
You know, and do I wish it to be sped up a little bit? Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah.
You know, but the changeover is I care.
Yeah.
Right? Where before there was some I didn't care about.
Yeah.
I care about it. I care about changing. I care about being better. I care about being, you know, mentally stable. You know, because we all can put on that show.
Sure.
All's good and you know, doing whatever, but you know, if I'm letting it eat me inside, how good am I really doing?
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I try to tell people. Like, you don't have to push everything down. You don't have to, you can let it out. There are people that want to help you. You know, and I know the people in my life that want to help me.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't need that validation anymore today. You know, and I hope it stays away.
Yeah.
I can't tell you it's gonna. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I hope it does.
Yeah.
And that's with me, as long as I'm continuing to work on my mental health and my character defects, they will eventually, I will get to a point where it's
Practice,
better. But it's
yeah.
practice. It's just like any step work you do.
Yep.
It's like any type of, you know, anything, counseling, if you go to IOP, whatever, it takes work. Recovery is work,
Yeah.
right? And
I just had this crazy thought. So, like, not a crazy thought, but it's interesting because I guess you're making me think about my perspective on people, like, in the program above. I think it's so great. Like, people that are in recovery and working the program, you know, you are doing this spiritual work, this self-work, this repair work. But when you're talking about character defects, it's really interesting because it's almost like you said, like a relapse, but you weren't using the drugs and alcohol. Did you find that was like this, almost like your past, like your validation to like I'm good with that, so like I can have this side of me almost. I'm not really wording it right, but like almost like, well, I'm not doing drugs and alcohol, so it's almost like a sly manipulation for myself to be able to act however the fuck I want because I'm not doing the thing. Yeah.
My brain would manipulate me to the fullest.
Yeah, sure. It's interesting
this
I
is
wonder
cool
if
to do
people,
because you're not getting high.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm hurting people.
Like justification, I guess,
I'm hurting
for
people's
yourself.
feelings, right? I'm hurting, myself to a sense, and at the end of the day, I felt shitty about it. And when you feel shitty about something, it means you're doing the wrong thing.
Of course.
When you don't feel good about yourself for doing an action, it means you're doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to do? So I try to go to a meeting, or I try to call somebody for help. I go to counseling. You always got to try something, right? You can't be complacent.
When you guys meet people in your recovery journey and in the program and at meetings, do you find that because people have opened themselves up and surrendered, that makes people almost like crosses them to the good side? Or do you find a lot of people there are not good people, even though they're doing the work? Well, this is really hard. Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't.
Is there,
I don't think there's. I think a lot of people that come through the program are like 95% good people that want to get sober.
Yeah.
You know, there are always that minority where they're there because they have to be there, and they don't want to really be there. Whether they are good or not, I don't know. Like I'm not the person to judge. Only God can judge who's good and who's not. But are their intentions pure? I have no clue, because somebody can come into a meeting and talk the talk and walk the walk and walk out of there and fucking go pick up a dime bag within 20 minutes of leaving. You know, it's your intentions might be pure in that meeting, but once you're outside of that meeting, your mind takes over to the point where it's unhealthy.
Yeah.
I've been at a meeting with my 4-year-old son next to me. Something triggered in me, thought about drugs, texted my drug dealer, made sure there was drugs at my house when I got home from that meeting with my son right there.
And that's the thing. 95%, I'll stay with that 95%. 95% of the people, they want to be good.
Yeah.
Their disease gets in the way.
Of course,
right? Their stinking thinking gets in the way, right?
Yeah.
There's always going to be 5% that are just shitheads.
Yeah.
There's a world of shitheads out there, right? And I pray for them, right? And I hope that they do the right things. But that 95% of those people at the meetings, they want to be good.
Yeah.
They just don't know how. And what happens is they get in their own way, right? And it's not so much the drugs and alcohol. It's the mind. It's the behaviors.
Yeah.
The ego.
It's the behaviors that get in the way. And so you talked about not judging anybody. I try not to judge anybody at a meeting, right? Every now and then you find yourself.
Of course.
It's hard. But I try not to judge anybody, right? But what I do is I observe. I observe your behaviors. I observe your actions,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
I see you out and about. Are you stealing that candy? Are you, hitting your wife?
Yeah.
Are you beating your kids?
Are you staring at girls' asses at meetings?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
are you trying to 13-step a person at the meeting? Like, what are your actions? That's what I look at, right? And those are the people that are doing those bad things, those things that I don't want to be around.
Yeah.
I want to be around people who are doing good things.
Yeah.
Right? And I try to navigate to that. But again, like, I did bad things up. I was stealing for like the first 6 months of my recovery.
Sure.
And you remember Big Dan from the Saturday night meeting? Had like 34 years clean. He just passed away.
Probably.
He just passed away, right? Rest his soul. Good dude.
Yeah.
Right? Really good dude, right? 6 months clean, I go into
I know.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Right? 6 months clean, I'm over at the Speedway over on West Shore Road across the street from Vets. And he sees me steal candy. I had money in my pocket, and I just wanted to steal the candy, right? Like a mutt. And he sees me and doesn't say anything. But I know that he knows I took that. And that made me feel so gross that I didn't want to steal again. Because I knew Dan, who had, at the time, 20-something years clean, had longer clean time than I'd been alive, knew. And he knew. And what was I saying at those meetings?
Shame, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, what was I saying at these meetings that I wasn't following up on the outside?
Sure.
Yeah.
You know? And those are the things that I try to do, you know? And again, listen, I got my issues, man. I think we all do.
That's right.
I think everybody could benefit a little bit from a 12-step program. I think even normal
that's kind of where
people.
I was directing the question and thought towards, is because, you know, I'm a big advocate for opening it the fuck up and growing because we all need to do it.
Yeah.
To whatever capacity you do, we all do. And it's just interesting, you know, it's like, what a better place the world would be if we could all just surrender.
Yeah.
Surrender ourselves, our own bullshit.
I think one of the bigger things, too, with the 12 steps is, you know, you guys, you were hinting at it before, the remain teachable thing. A big portion of the tail end of the steps is all about daily inventory.
Maintenance.
What did I do right? What did I do wrong? What can I
Reflection,
improve on? Prayer and meditation, and then helping the next sick and suffering alcoholic that comes through the door. And those are all things that remind us we need to constantly be looking at ourselves to remain teachable.
Yeah.
We're never going to be in the same stance we are in for the future of our lives.
Yeah.
The more we learn about ourselves and try and tweak ourselves in the right way, the more progress we make, and the more happier and peaceful we can be.
Continuing to find that balance
Yeah.
in the cycle, because the cycle can very easily.
Without constant maintenance,
Yeah.
of course.
And just don't forget where you came from either.
Yeah.
Right? We were all brought up good kids.
Yeah, for sure.
We have values.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? I had to find them again.
Right.
Right? I had to figure them out again because, my values went out the window. Getting high, I'd rob you and then help you look for it.
Yeah,
I was
for
that
sure.
dirtball.
Right.
And I was okay with that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you got robbed and your money's in my back pocket. I'm helping you look for it.
Yep.
Or your pills got stolen. They were in my pocket, but I help you look for them.
Yep.
I was grimy. Right? That's a grimy dude.
Yep.
Right? I don't forget where I came from because it keeps me humble, but I also don't forget where I came from when I first came in. Right? Those last days using were terrible.
Yeah.
Right? And when you say that, right, and you talk about it, it's that maintenance work, right? So steps 1, 2, and 3 happen.
Yeah.
You don't work them. They happen.
Yep.
They happen on your time. They happen on your higher power's time.
Sure.
When you're ready for it, you're ready for it. 1, 2, and 3 happen.
Yeah.
4 through 9 is the work.
The work.
You're putting in work and you're drugging up shit. You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Right? And you put in the work. And that's the work that you start to recognize to get to the change.
Yeah.
Right? And then 10, 11, and 12 are straight maintenance.
Yep.
A daily inventory. What did I do today that I need to apologize for?
Yeah.
That's step 11.
Yep.
It's the easiest step in the world.
Yep.
You take a daily inventory of the shit you did today. Were you a fuckhead? Were you a good dude?
Yep.
You know, that's how I look at it.
Absolutely.
Was I a shithead today? Did I do something fucking grimy?
Yeah.
Did I yell at somebody? Did I flip somebody off on the highway?
Right.
What
That
am I doing?
reflection is so powerful.
You know,
it's
like,
so powerful. It's just like,
Yeah, if you're constantly looking at it.
Yeah.
of
You
course.
see your patterns.
Yeah.
But not only that is you get to a certain point where the sorries actually mean something now.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
doubt. Yeah. They hold weight.
Right?
mean something to you.
to me
Yeah.
or to the other person.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
In turn,
like
to the
for
other
you
person.
two, I'll use
Yeah.
you two as an example. How many times did he say he's sorry to you and you're like, fuck you?
A few
Right?
times.
But he gets a little bit of time and he starts being better.
Yeah.
His sorry means something.
Absolutely.
Right? And I started to understand that of like, when I first came in, I couldn't go and rush and apologize to everybody.
Yeah.
Right? As bad as I wanted to. I couldn't do it. And I also had to remember that I had to apologize to myself. Like, that's the biggest thing that I like to give to people is put yourself on your amends list.
Yeah, amends list. Yeah.
Your 4-step, you're on your 4-step, you're on your thing, right? You owe yourself an apology.
Sure.
Right? We are our worst critics.
Absolutely.
Put the fucking bat down. We beat ourselves up enough.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right? Give ourselves a break. Now, I don't mean giving yourself a break where you can be an asshole.
Yeah.
Excuse, yeah.
Okay? But give yourself a break for the shit that you did, and now you're going to be able to rectify.
Yeah.
Or at least try to.
Right.
Yeah.
'Cause sometimes we have things that we can't rectify. There's some things that are irreversible sometimes, which is unfortunate. But
Yeah.
that's what you have to do, you know? And that all comes, you know, with time, with work, with maintenance, like that stuff. There's no rush at this thing.
Yeah.
People, I want to do this stuff. I want to do this. What are you rushing for, bro?
Yeah.
We're going to be dealing with this forever.
That's right.
Like, I never can use again.
Yeah.
I lost that privilege, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I can't drink like somebody else can. I can't smoke a little weed. I can't do a pill. I can't,
Yeah.
you know? And
Once you convince yourself of that, how freeing is that?
yeah, it's a freeing feeling.
Like, I'm convinced I can never fucking use again. And like I once again, I've been trying to get clean for so long. I've never been able to convince myself like I have in the last like year and a half, 2 years, that I cannot use anymore.
Or just the fact of like you don't need the drugs or the alcohol to do things.
Right.
Yeah.
Or to do certain things.
Absolutely.
That's a freeing feeling in itself as well.
Yeah.
Sure.
Go to work every day.
Like you said, you're
Go to,
meeting
you know-
yourself again.
Yeah.
You know, like what a high to meet yourself again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I can completely resonate
Yeah.
with that because, you know, since I was 14 too, every weekend it was what do we do? Where we going?
Yeah.
What we do, you know? And it's like to do activities without drinking or using drugs. It's like,
Yeah, it's a whole
oh,
new
I'm
world.
present right now,
Yeah.
enjoying this. I love like activity stuff
Or you
now. I'm
gotta
like, give
deal
me
with
all the
the-
activities because I want to experience this
Exactly.
Yeah.
from like my heart.
I get to do these things and experience these things.
And, like,
I went
hear
to
you,
I went to
feel
my first
you,
concert with
energy.
my fiance, right? I have major anxiety around like crowds like that, especially with heavy drinking.
Yeah.
And we had a blast.
Sure.
Yeah, did we leave a little early? Yeah, fuck it. We
Yeah,
did.
right.
But we went to Hootie and a Blowfish.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
Oh,
that's
when I tell
awesome.
you, right, we left about halfway through Hootie, Bare Naked Ladies stole the show.
yeah, nice.
Dude,
That's
stole
a
the
good
show.
deal right there.
Stole the show, bro. Right? So we had a good time.
Yeah,
and I'll go
nice.
again
Yeah.
Yeah.
with her.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do it with somebody else, but
Right.
with her I can,
Yeah.
you know? And it's, you experience these things, but you always have to deal with those people that say, oh, why don't you drink? You can't have
Yeah.
one? No,
Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah.
You know? And that's where for me, it's like, sometimes I just want people to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why you even ask that question?
Yeah.
What do you care?
Ignorance.
What do you care that I'm not drinking?
Right.
For real. And I'm open about my shit. Sometimes
Yeah.
a little too open. And I have to ring it back a little bit. But, yeah, like, why even act? Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. People that ask the most or like prod the most are the people that have the problems the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. I found.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
Like, why is it any of your business? You know. But yeah.
Or the ones that talk about it all the time. How you doing? Oh, I've been cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, okay, cool. I didn't ask that. We would have got there. We might have got
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
we might have
yeah,
got there.
like,
Yeah.
call bullshit.
I was
quick.
just wanting to shoot the shit from it. You know what I'm saying? So I would have got there, you know, but still.
Oh, yeah, I got some people in mind. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. And
Yeah.
again, you hope that they, you know, everybody gets it that needs it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, some aren't, you know,
Yeah.
and that's the percentage. And, dude, it ain't good out there.
Nah.
That fentanyl shit's a monster.
No, it's
There's
only
some
getting
new shit
worse.
coming up. There's some new shit coming up from Pennsylvania right up the highway. Bro, it's crazy shit
Sure.
going on right now. So, and it's in everything.
Yeah.
Attorney generals are seizing pill presses and shit like that. Like, I've been in that world. I worked in the, you know, a local agency and like helped a lot, tried to help a lot of people, and I worked with a lot of people, and I've been on seizes where they're taking pill presses, and we're talking master chemistry here.
Oh, yeah,
like
absolutely.
making pills and
Yeah.
shit. Master chemistry. These guys got like a 6th grade education pressing pills.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna die.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and you try to do these things. I'm involved in different things in the community here in Warwick, and like
Yeah.
I try to do things with different people and try to get the awareness out there. But it's bad, dude.
Yeah.
It's bad. And I tell all my kids, all the guys, every kid I talk to, If you ain't getting it from a dispensary or a doctor, don't take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care what you're doing, right? Listen, I hope you're not doing anything, but we all know in reality they're probably gonna.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just fucking be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, don't be stupid. You know what I'm saying? Where it wasn't like when we were getting high when we were kids.
Right.
None of that shit was an issue.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't worry about what was in our cocaine.
Yeah.
We didn't care.
Right.
We didn't care, but we also knew there was nothing in it.
Yeah.
It was cocaine.
We didn't have that fear of like, and also we didn't understand like death when we were kids.
Yeah.
Like we really didn't. Like we did so much, push so much to the level of fucking insanity. But like,
Bro, I almost died.
yeah.
I almost died.
Oh yeah. Almost.
And still didn't think death was going to come around. Like, same with you, you know.
Yeah.
You've been in these situations.
Yeah.
Like, we almost died, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, and with the fentanyl, it's even worse. You're playing with your fucking life every time you take press pills or fentanyl.
It's
straight
Russian
up.
roulette. Every day.
Every time. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah. I can't even tell you how many people I know fucking in the last 10 years that I've known through meetings, rehabs, detoxes that have died. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just insane.
We've buried more friends than I even know how to count.
Absolutely, man. Before 21.
Right?
Never mind after.
Never mind after.
Yeah.
So, and again, you know, my MOUs and I get behind the wheel. You know,
Yeah,
I almost
sure.
took my own life,
Yeah.
you know, and I thank God every day or whatever is out there, right, that I didn't have the girls that we were with in the back seat because they would have died.
Yep.
You know?
Sure.
I know they're grateful.
Yeah. What kind of advice do you have for like somebody struggling and somebody contemplating getting help?
My advice to them would be you can do it.
Yeah.
They got to want to do it. One, you know, they're contemplating getting help, right? My advice would be take the leap.
Yeah.
What's the worst that's going to happen?
Sure.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Hey, if it don't work, you can go back to getting high. I'll give you that back.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll gladly refund your problems and misery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But what you got going on right now ain't working for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why not take a little leap?
Yep.
Yeah.
What's the worst that's going to happen?
You can have a good life.
You know, if somebody's on the fence about it, and I tell my patients, because I took a new job now. I'm working at a intensive IOP program now up in East Providence.
Oh, nice.
And I tell the people, like, you're in charge of your recovery.
Yeah.
How far are you willing to go?
Yeah.
Right? But you did the necessary step to get here. You took the leap.
Right.
That's the biggest thing that you can do.
Yeah.
Now get out of your own fucking way.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just get out of your way.
Right.
Right? Because we stay in it, and our brains and our disease will talk us out of taking that leap.
Yeah.
You just got to try.
Right.
You know? That's the advice that I would give, because you can't make anybody do it.
Yeah.
You can't make anybody want it. My mom knew that. My mom knew I had a problem long before I had a problem. You know what I'm saying? But she couldn't until I was ready to come to her for help.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And she wasn't even really talking to me at the time. I got lucky she answered the phone. So, you know, and they gave me a ride. And, you know, I took a leap. My leap was I talked to my roommate.
Yeah.
I just spit it out to somebody. You know, and that was my leap of faith, and then it just took off from there.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
What are you doing differently this time?
There's a lot. One, I did the steps when I started the steps 2 weeks in.
Cool.
I called Eddie, who I had as a sponsor before, and I had called him a year before that. I was like, hey, Eddie, do you want to be my sponsor again? He's like, no, I don't take people back. So 2 weeks after I got sober this time, I was like, Eddie, I need to go through the book. You need to take me through the book. That's all I said. He's like, all right, call me tomorrow. And I started the steps. So there's a lot of things I do differently. I go to a meeting every day, if not two. Sometimes I do a morning meeting and a night meeting. I call my sponsor every morning at 6:30 in the morning. I do my 10th step every night. I pray, I meditate. I do everything that's suggested of me as a must. Okay. It's not a suggestion anymore.
Okay.
I'm not trying to write my own recovery. I'm not trying to say, okay, I can go to this meeting and I can call my sponsor twice a week. I'll do the steps, but I won't do the 4th and 5th step. I'll go to a meeting, but I'll sit in the back and then get the fuck out of there.
You can't cherry pick it.
I'm not cherry picking anymore. I'm not trying to think I'm better than this fucking program.
Yeah.
I'm not smarter than fucking the millions of addicts and alcoholics that got sober before me through this program. Mm-hmm. Not by suggestions, but by getting told what the fuck to do.
Exactly.
And I'm the type of addict I need to be told what to do, and I also need to fucking shut the fuck up and listen.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's it.
That's it.
And when I say I'm going to do something, I do it.
Mm-hmm.
When I say I'm going to be somewhere, I am there.
Yep.
When I ask for fucking money, I repay it back fucking almost immediately. Or if not, I come up with a plan to do so.
Yeah.
And the reason I have for that money is X, Y, and Z. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. On to the next thing. I'm responsible today. Mm-hmm. I'm responsible because I want to be. I want to earn trust back. All of these things happen because I was so fucking tired and I wanted to die.
Yeah.
And I don't want to die anymore.
Life's good.
I enjoy living. I enjoy picking up my daughter from fucking daycare. I enjoy talking to my son and having him come down. You know, I enjoy being in their life. And the more I'm sober, the better of a father I am.
Yeah, you ain't able to do any of that stuff unless you're clean and sober, for one. All bets are off. Not the right way. So, you for sure have a different energy to it.
Yeah.
This time, and I saw that clear as day from bumping into you on the street.
Sure.
You know, at your aunt's house or whatever.
Yeah.
And you have a different mentality to it, and it's nice to see.
Yeah.
And it's exciting because that's what gets me high today.
Yeah.
Right. Growth.
Sure.
Growth excites me today.
Yeah,
I love seeing people do good.
Yeah.
Right? I love come-ups.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, man, you got to come up. Great.
Yep.
Right? Because life can be good. You know what I'm saying? And for whatever it did, for you, it clicked. You made a switch in your head of like, I can't do this anymore. You had enough. Enough was enough.
Yeah.
And you needed to make a change, and it rewards you tenfold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But listen, I always tell people, too, there are all these great things. Right? I've had so many good things happen in recovery. Just because we got clean doesn't mean we're exempt from bad things happening to us.
Of course.
I've had plenty of bad shit happen to me, too.
Yeah.
I've buried grandparents, aunts. I've been through a divorce, breakups, fucking dog died, like all the shit, right? Of bad things, right? But I'm able to feel.
Yeah.
I'm able to understand my feelings. I'm able to understand my emotions, and I'm able to work through them today without getting high.
Sure.
And that's the key is, was it difficult early on dealing with all these emotions and understanding these emotions again for the first time? Yes. Was it cool? Yes. Was it scary? Hell yes.
Yeah.
But I'm able to understand and delegate my feelings today, you know, and place them in the right place they need to be.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tell people that all the time of like, listen, life's good.
Yeah.
Life's really good. Right? But again, bad things happen sometimes.
Right.
It's how you deal with it and how you get up and deal with it.
Yeah.
I could easily stay in bed all day. I could have easily stayed in bed all day.
Sure.
You know, when shit happened.
Yeah.
You know? And sometimes I did.
Yeah.
You know, and I had to do techniques to get myself out of that. You know, I use this technique all the time with a lot of people, a lot of patients. It's the sticky notes.
Yeah.
Right? Because my self-esteem was so low. I needed to pick me up, but it didn't. Rewiring the brain is like working out.
Yeah.
It's a muscle. You have to train it every single day.
That's right.
So I would put these sticky notes all over the house. One on the ceiling. I would open my eyes. Get up, stupid.
Yep.
One on the phone.
She's got them in places.
Yep. One on the phone.
There was at one point that this entire house was covered, and my cousin came over, and I think, not for nothing, but we were drinking and whatever, and I woke up the next day and he had put them. I mean, they were everywhere, and it was all really positive messages
Yeah.
about me because I was going through a really hard time, and it was just really cool and really heartfelt to see them all. I still have them all to draw because
Yeah.
I eventually okay, I mean, they were pretty instilled at this point.
It was cool.
But yeah, if it works, it works.
Yeah.
And I think it's different for everybody. But
Yep.
the littlest things.
I put it on the mirror, you're handsome.
Yeah.
I put it on the phone because the first thing you grab is your phone.
That's right.
On the door, on the coffee maker, all sorts of stuff, right? But then at the end of the night, I'd come home, take them all down, put them in a drawer, and then rewrite new ones.
That's
And
awesome.
it's training your brain
Sure.
to change the narrative.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I tell people that all the time. It's not just gonna happen.
Right.
You have to actively work to change your narrative.
That's right.
And I love that it worked
Preach,
for you.
yeah.
You know, it's fucking cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever it is, you got to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, changing the narrative big because you can get such an habitual state and comfortable state of feeling down about yourself and don't know how to get out.
Yeah.
And but Mike, thank you for coming on. I mean, when I think of the word miracle, I think a lot of addicts and alcoholics and people that have been through some tough times, mental health issues and stuff like that, like to find them on the other side and to see somebody who's gotten clean at such a young age when it's so hard to try and, because my mindset at 19, how can I give up booze and alcohol when that's the only thing, drugs and alcohol, when that's the only thing that makes me talk to women or makes me have friends or I'm cooler, and so you're a miracle, these things.
You are too. You all are.
Absolutely. We all are. But you preach it the way you also walk the walk, also all the stuff you do in the community. I know we didn't have time for that, but it's
cool,
like,
man.
What you're doing out there, constantly doing too, I commend you and I love, how our relationship is. I can call you whatever, and we pick shit back up, man.
Anytime. You know that.
And I thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, man,
we
I
need to
appreciate
do
it.
a part 2 of this because,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
we
we-
could have
Yeah.
talked for another 3
Listen,
hours.
I know.
You can sit here and just
I
tell
know.
stories.
Yeah.
You know what
we
I'm
need
saying?
an episode of that.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you too. And I think for me, my perspective, this is kind of a newer journey for me. But I realized listening to you speak, one of the most beautiful parts of this is not just, it's not just for myself or just for my brother or just for the purpose, but how cool it is to see someone that I've known for so many years, but, felt as though I knew you at a very young age, and that was fleeting, and to see how much time has passed and have the opportunity to sit here and hear you. I've always looked at you as such a kind-hearted human, and I've always felt that way about you. Anytime that I ever saw you, I always felt, I know you've been through your shit, but very safe and very, your energy's always been that for me. And it's always been a pleasure seeing you throughout the years.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
likewise.
Fratus, Mike, what's up?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been awesome to catch up, and how cool that this podcast, brings those full circle moments.
I love it.
And I'm so happy for you, and congrats on your engagement.
Thanks.
And
Yeah, man.
yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
cool
we got to
shit.
meet her.
yeah,
Yes. So yes,
For sure.
for sure.
yeah.
So-
You're
I'll
both
do dinner
very
one
lucky,
night.
and that's
you
awesome.
Hold on to the ride.
Yeah,
You're gonna learn some shit doing
yeah.
this.
Yeah,
and talking
yeah,
to
it's
people
awesome.
and meeting people and
Absolutely.
some of that stuff you can work in your life and do whatever you need it to do.
Oh, hell yeah.
You enjoy the ride.
yeah,
Yeah.
Enjoy
absolutely.
that ride, man.
Here with it.
So for sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm pumped for you guys. I
Cool,
really
man.
am.
Thanks.
So this is cool
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
and keep doing what you're doing. And anytime,
Cool.
For sure.
we're gonna hang
We'll do
anyways.
around
But
there.
anytime you want to just sit here and shoot the shit,
Hell yeah.
I'm in.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Sounds
All
good,
right,
Mikey.
cool.
Sounds good.
Thanks, guys. See ya.